So guys, today back for another video on the channel. Today we have the Newcastle United vs Brighton preview. I'm recording this when Newcastle United don't have a manager, so I'll be speaking about that situation. But if you want to go and watch the video speaking about the manager situation, about every single candidate, the whole lot, I put it at the top. There'll be a link in the description on the end screen. But we've got a massive game on Saturday evening, 5:30 kick-off at the MX Stadium. We'll look at Brighton, look at Newcastle in this video, and let's get into it, boys. Make sure to subscribe. Say hell there, boys. Let's get into it. So then, Brighton have had a fantastic start to the season, and you've got to say fair play to Graham Potter and his team. They've done a fantastic job so far this season. I think they're sitting 7th in the Premier League table, 8th in the Premier League table, which is pure class. Like, fair play to Brighton, absolutely smashing it. They really are. The signs that they made, a 2-2 draw against Liverpool on the weekend. They're on the high, and they're probably just coming to this game and licking their fingers, looking at Newcastle and thinking, right, we've got an easy game here. But obviously it'll be a tough game. It will be like what it normally is. But if any Brighton fans are watching, you will enjoy this stat. Since we both got promoted back to the Premier League in the 17-18 season, guess how many goals Newcastle United have scored against Brighton in the 4th season now? Fucking one goal against Brighton in that whole time. Now, these are from the top of the head. I even know this, right? 17-18 season, we got beat 1-0 at the Amex and we drew 0-0. The 18-19 season, we drew 0-0, and then the 1-1 draw where Ayuso Pepe scored. That's the only goal. The 19-20 season were both 0-0 draws, and the 20-21 season we got beat 3-0 in both of them, home away. So when you look at stats like that, we've scored 1 goal against Brighton in 6 matches. When you look at a stat like that, it's like how? It's like they're a good team, Brighton, don't get us wrong, but they're not fantastic. They're not like up there going for it. And even when like they were sitting like 18th and stuff when we were playing them, it's been a mad one. Obviously, Brighton will think, I don't even know if they know that stat. If any Brighton fans do or don't, they'll be looking at that and thinking, right, we've got an easy win on Saturday. Look at the club at the minute. They might not have a manager, and they're doing well, and they really are. They've signed some good players as well. Starting off with a midfielder who scored that worldie, Muebu. I don't know if I've said that right, but he's got a worldie, and he looks confident in the Premier League, and that's what they needed. Cucurella and left back, what a signing. I remember on FIFA 21 these feature starters card, a class player in real life, done really well for Getafe, and got himself a good move at Brighton. And looking at their team, like what got a 2-2 draw against Liverpool, you look at that and think, how? Like, they've got Solly March, who they're using in the Championship. Like, when you look at their team, right, they've got 1 player from the Championship days, which is Solly March. Newcastle United against Chelsea had 5, and that's from the starting 11. I don't know about the bench of Brighton, but 5 Newcastle United have got 1 for Brighton. And it's not like Solly March is a shit player and just playing for the sake of playing. He's a decent player, do you know what I mean? But it's like, when you look at stats like that and think like that, it's like, how's that fair on Newcastle? Like, how are we really that like bad at like signing players and whatnot? Because we clearly were compared to Brighton. It's mad to think that it really is. Actually, not two. I've just seen there. Lewis Dunk was in the Championship as well, and maybe he's Duffy, but I don't think Duffy was. I can't remember. But yeah, 2 players. We'll say 2, right? Look, that's not even that bad considering Lewis Dunk's the captain and Solly March is a decent player. Think of it like that. But they've done well, Brighton. Obviously sitting 8th in the Premier League. If you told any Brighton fan that at the start of the season, they would have bit your hand off. Like, 100% take that. I would take that in Newcastle now, where they take over and whatnot, and the signings and that. I would take 8th. Doing well, but they've got to keep there, and this is such an easy game, and a game that I'll look at to pick up 3 points and keep going up into the top half of the table and really go for it. Right then, boys, let's speak about Newcastle then. Obviously it will be a massive game on Saturday. We are in the match day 11 coming up, and we've still got 0 wins, but on the season under Rafa, where we didn't win until the first 10 games, it was on this match where we got our first win, which was massive. So hopefully the same again this week. But as I mentioned before, Newcastle United don't have a good track record against Brighton. Like, the only ever good time we've had a good season against Brighton was in the season we got promoted, which got us the title for beating them home and away. So you look at that and think, aye, like, you think of that, but you don't think about all them times where we got beat them. Like, we scored 1 goal against Brighton in 6 matches. No lads, 8 matches. It's 8. Read it. 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21. For 8 games, 1 goal against Brighton. I don't know how many were conceded. When you look at it like that, that is horrendous. It's embarrassing more than anything. It really is. Like a team, it's not like it's Brighton, you know what I mean? So when you go in the game in full force, I'm recording this literally like an hour after I recorded my manager situation. It's just literally uploading on my screen now as I speak. So obviously at the minute we don't have a manager, but obviously when this video goes out on Thursday evening, we could have a manager. Eddie Howe could have got announced on the Thursday morning. I'm hoping he is, but I'm still going to title the video and whatnot like the manager situation and speak about it, because obviously I don't really know. It will be a tough game, obviously, as I mentioned in the manager situation video. Whoever comes in, it'll be a tough. If it's Graham Jones, Eddie Howe, Fonseca, it's going to be tough for them, no matter what. 1, because it's Brighton, it's at the Amex, and 2, they haven't had much time to prepare for the game apart from Graham Jones, but at the disadvantage, he's not a manager. That's the thing. So it will be a tough game. We've got to fully focus, and we need a performance where I could do a player ratings and go 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. That's what we need. We don't need we could win a game, but I don't want to get right. This player got a 6 out of 10. We need everyone to play at 120%, and if we don't, we'll get beat. We've got every player pushing it to the next level, pushing it to the next step, but it looks positive because obviously injuries and whatnot. At the minute, only Elliot Anderson and Paulson are injured, so it could mean Martin Dubravka could make a returning goal on Saturday evening. So hopefully he does. You'll see it all in the predicted team video tomorrow, so stay tuned on the channel. But it will be an interesting game to see how whoever manager it is lines up. I think if Eddie Howe comes in, which it looks like it will be, who comes in as Newcastle manager, I think you might sit on the fence a little bit and play the same team that Graham Jones did, not make a mad change in the team. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully we'll go to a 4-back, because I think the 5-back, it didn't really work against Palace, and against Chelsea it worked for 65 minutes, but it was never always going to work for the full 90. It really wasn't. So I think we'll hopefully go to a 4-back, go for an attacking minded game, and hopefully score some goals, because we desperately need it, and we desperately need to stay focused and hopefully get the win. If I've got to say a prediction, I'm gonna go 1-1. I'm basically sitting on the fence. I'm trying to say hopeful, depending who manager it was in or not. I'm going to say 1-1, but it will be a tough game. But lads, that's the end of the preview. Make sure to leave a like, boys, subscribe to the channel. Obviously, we've got the predicted team out tomorrow, the rant out on Saturday night, and hopefully a player ratings as well. And obviously I will be live streaming the watch along as well, so if you want to go and watch that, make sure to do so during the match. I'll see you all in the next one, boys. Have a good one, and yeah, boys, I will see you all for the predicted team tomorrow. Hopefully Newcastle United can get their first win of the season.